welcome to the dark side of real estate. Repair request addition. So if you're going through a transaction and you did your home inspection and oh my God, you've got this laundry list of things. How does one sift through as the buyer side, right? And you're already getting a little bit of a discount on the house. So you kind of know there's a little bit that needs to be done. What are your expectations that you would give your buyer for something like that?
As a buyer's agent, I always tell them we want to look at the big ticket items. Is the air conditioner working properly? Is the furnace working? Is the water heater leaking, or does it sound like it's making all this noise like it's going to explode any minute? Things like that. I don't ever recommend doing things like, let's get the seller to replace all the outlet covers.
Yeah, that costs
They're
$2.
$3. Yeah, two
Yeah.
or $3 each, and that's what I always say. If it has a cracked light cover, you can replace that afterwards. That's not a big deal at all.
Yeah.
So I don't ever recommend, and I know you don't either, recommend asking for the little things, the little teeny things that, they may spend a couple of $100 to have somebody come and replace them all. You know what I mean? So I always say to, just go for the health and safety and the big ticket items to work properly. And if they don't, and especially like if it's a vacant home and, it's in probate or in a trust or something, then you ask for a credit and get them done yourself. And, like in the case of my listing where I had a list this long of all the little things that
Like
needed
the
to be
littlest
done.
things.
I knew some things, so the seller was willing to give a credit to replace the dishwasher and the garbage disposal and replace the sliding glass door.
Yeah, which I think
So
is reasonable.
exactly,
Those are big.
exactly.
And in a situation like that they know it's a trust sale, the current owners are not the original owners, like somebody had passed and like they don't really know too much about it, but
Exactly.
the agent on the other side should have set those expectations. And if he knew that they were going to be that wild and crazy during the transaction of like canceling over not doing itty bitty little things, they shouldn't have gotten into contract in the first place.
No, they shouldn't have, because I even
not a new house.
offered to have our handyman do the repairs.
Yeah.
And we have a window guy that
Clearly
does
they
window
wanted a
replacement.
brand new house.
That's what I said. I told the agent. I
For
said
$530.
I said they realize that this is a 34-year-old house, right?
Yeah.
And it has some updates to it already, so it's not brand new. But we're willing to credit you,
Yeah.
and I can facilitate having the repairs completed for you. Nope, that wasn't good enough.
So nothing was good enough. Why even ask?
I
Should
know.
have just canceled.
I know.
Like, why waste anybody's time? And I think from the seller's perspective, if you're able, to, and things are broken or whatever, get them fixed before listing, so we
Yes.
don't run into these problems when you get on the market.
Yes.
And you go through a home inspection.
Which most of the time is what we recommend. In this case, it was a little different. If you don't have the money to be able to do it, then, all you can do is either take a lower price and offer a credit.
Yeah, which in most cases, I think most people can fix things, but I have gone on listing appointments where they're just like, I'm not fixing anything, but you want full price. And I'm like, well, it doesn't work that way.
No.
You put yourself in a buyer's shoes. They're coming in, they're paying top dollar, and they're taking over your fixes, basically. I think termite is always a seller expense because you lived in that house and you did not maintain that. And I think that's not unreasonable for a buyer to ask for you to do termite. If you've got $20,000 worth of termite damage, that's because you went 20 years without getting a darn termite inspection.
Exactly. And you did not do the maintenance you're supposed to
Necessary
do on
maintenance.
your
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. So I don't think that it's wrong for buyers to ask for things. I think it's silly if you don't prep your buyer ahead of time to be like, okay, we're only going to do health and safety or big ticket items. We're not going to ask for a baseboard to be fixed because you had a dog.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So just to be super clear, it's just, you ask for the big things.
Yeah. Yeah.
If your air conditioner's not working, the seller has to fix the
Yeah.
air conditioner.
And I think that if a seller doesn't do that or show good faith, they're just dicks. And
Yeah.
like, no, I don't want to work with you.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think the banks are the only ones that get away with the as-is sale.
I know. We had one that was like, we weren't representing the seller, but they didn't want to do anything. I'm like, well, first of all, you guys overpriced your house. You've lived in there for 20 years and you haven't done anything. You're not going to do anything?
I
Like,
know.
these people are paying $1 million for your house. That's wild.
I know. I know. I thought that was not cool at all.
Moral of the
I
story.
mean, yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
The end.